Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The second mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression, I vow to cultivate loving kindness and learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I will practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. I'm determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on earth. For our Dharma lesson, we've been reading Everything We Do Matters by the Venerable Wuling, and we're continuing in Chapter 6, Appreciation. Third, we should be grateful to our teachers, those who have gone before us on the path to awakening. Until we reach a higher level of awakening, we will continue to act out of ignorance and delusion, mistaking right for wrong and wrong for right. If we are fortunate enough to have a good teacher, he or she will be able to guide us along the path. A good teacher will understand who we are and what we are capable of. This will enable our teachers to guide us wisely. Like the Buddhas, they will not give up on us when we fail to do all that we should. But to find our good teacher, we need the right conditions. If the conditions have not yet matured, we could drive past the street every day where the teacher was and not know he or she was there. On the other hand, when the conditions are right, we will naturally meet our teacher. It is said, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. In other words, when conditions are right, it will happen. One day when I was to give a lecture at a library in Lawrence, Kansas, a man who was returning some books saw the poster for my talk. Amazed, he went up to one of the organizers and said that he had wanted to take the 3 refuges, but did not know any monastics. After the talk, at his request, I served as the witness in his ceremony of taking the refuges. He was very moved and deeply grateful. His conditions to formally follow the Buddhist path had matured. He had never expected to walk into that library and find a Buddhist nun. In the same manner, when our conditions are right, we will meet our teacher. If we have not yet found our teacher, we need to plant the causes to do so. Helping and caring for others, studying and practicing our chosen Buddhist method, and having the wish to benefit all beings will all help to plant good seeds, which will mature into good conditions. We will instinctively know when we have found our teacher. This realization will occur in our prajna wisdom, our intuitive wisdom that is already deep within us. If we are fortunate enough to find our teacher, we will be able to learn quickly from him or her. We will have confidence in and happily follow what he or she teaches. If we are not yet fortunate enough to have found our teacher, we can use the sutras, the teachings of the Buddhas, as our teacher. We respectfully call Shakyamuni Buddha our original teacher. Original means that within our current age, Shakyamuni Buddha is our historical Buddha. He is by no means the first and only Buddha, as there have been infinite Buddhas before him, and there will be infinite Buddhas in the future. The teachings in the sutras flowed from the true nature of Shakyamuni Buddha. The true nature is the same true nature of all Buddhas, of all beings. Such teachings are timeless. By practicing what we have been taught, we show gratitude to our teachers. What do we practice? We need to let go of greed and craving. We only need enough money to be safe and healthy and to meet our responsibilities. Let go of anger and frustration. We do not have to react out of our negative habits by shouting at our children or the person who is not doing what we wish. Let go of ignorance and delusion. Remember that the person next to you wants only what you want, to be happy and free of worry. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.